Hello everybody, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT, and today's video is a little bit an interesting topic. I come across the most boring article. I'm not going to read you too much of it because it's a crock of shit. But the article's kind of gotten around it with the all PS5 launch games. A prediction. So they're predicting that these are going to come out launch. And the reality of it is all these companies are not going to leave money on the table when the majority of their core fans or whatever, or the marketplace right now in gaming has an Xbox or a PS4. It's all in their houses, their homes right now. Therefore, they're not going to leave money on the table and make anything exclusive to PS5. That will all have to come to PS4, and they might HD all these games up, or some of them, if they feel there's a market for it or they want to do that. They can make better graphics or whatever, you know, up it to 120 frames per second, whatever it is, I don't know. They want to put all that shit and whatever capabilities they got into the PS5 because it can do more, then great, they may or may not do that. But I felt that this article was kind of like, oh man, half-arsing it, and it was talking about titles that, again, launch titles, I don't know, I mean, they may come out they probably will come out in the first year, but I'll just go down them and I'll give you my opinions about what games are going to be coming out on PS5 or what I hope to are coming out. Let me know in the comment section what games you are hoping that comes out on the PS5. There's probably a shit ton, probably games I'm not into like the next Diablo and whatever else. And I don't know, I'm not, or Final Fantasy, obviously know that shit's coming because it's a franchise, it is what it is. I'm not criticising it, but again, it's not a game that I'm going to be talking about specifically, but you know, a lot of fans are going to want that. So again, let's go down these predictable yet boring things they're saying are going to come. Last of Us 2 HD may they'll probably, you know, if they can do whatever they want with that and then put it to PS5. But the core element of all these games are all on the PS. Their fan base is all on the PS4 or the Xbox. So whatever. I know this is a PS4 exclusive in Last of Us 2 Part 2, but whatever. So Last of Us 2, boring. We know it's coming. Dying Light, okay, whatever. Or Dying Light 2, sorry. Ghost of Tsushima, okay. Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, which hasn't got a release date. Cyberpunk 2077, sorry. New Call of Duty. Oh my god, Call of Duty. I didn't see that one coming. Fuck out of here. Next Battlefield. Obviously, they've been bouncing around between Star Wars and Battlefield over the past couple of years. There's probably a team already right now working on the PS5 version of Battlefield. They've got a year to build it up, and then they might even launch with one of them. So that may happen. And of course, Call of Duty is going to be launching as well. Whatever the COD comes out next, they will be. See what I'm saying? It's such a fucking obvious article. They're going to make a PS4 version and a PS5 version. It's got to be done. I can't see them just sticking with one version, or because it's leaving money on the table. Because when you get that new PS5 console at Christmas next year, you're going to be like, well, a new COD came out. I got it for PS4. What's out on PS5? But they're going to launch a version of PS5 COD on PS5, and they have a PS4 version. I can't see it going any other way. I don't see them saying, well, it's a new console, but we'll leave it a year till we actually get on that console. They're not going to do that. None of these companies are going to do that. They're either have a project in the work, like Naughty Dog have another project, like the next Uncharted or some shit, or they will HD that bitch up and they'll try and cash in on the updated graphics or whatever they can do with the game. This is the reality. So again, these are boring predictions. New Assassin's Creed. Oh my god, yeah, I didn't see that coming. And that was it. So Assassin's Creed, Battlefield game, Call of Duty, Cyberpunk, Humanity, Gran Turismo, Dying Light 2, and Last of Us 2. Hold on, let me switch back to the camera. What a fucking boring article. It almost seems so obvious that they're going to do this and whatever else. And some companies will do it. Some will, you might wait for the PS5 version to come out. You might buy the game again. You might say, fuck it, it's on the PS4. I played it, I completed it. I never want to see it again. I'm fine with that. Who knows? That's fine. But I thought, what a boring article. But it did give me the emphasis to speculate myself, me and my friend Chaos, to come up with what might be coming on the PS5 or what we would want to see. So like I said, put your opinions in the link, in the comment section below. So here's what we came up with. Now again, it isn't a big list. We're not going to go heavy here. This is just things that we were thinking were coming out. We've got a few obvious things here as well. So let's go down with the obvious thing. Okay, so Far Cry. The next Far Cry is coming out on PS5. Don't know what that's going to be about, but we want to see it, or it's going to happen. I want to see it, sorry, and I'll definitely be playing that. Okay, so let's go down the next one. Grand Theft Auto 6, we know it's coming already. I've got some information on that. The fact that you'll be able to play two cops who are bad guys, or corrupt cops, sorry, and you'll be able to play the actual main protagonist who's a villain. I think there's a woman character as well you'll be able to play, which again is interesting as well. It'll give the story a different dynamic. I think that's what I heard. I can't remember all the details. But there you go. So, okay, so GTA 6 we know is coming, obviously. It's going to be very interesting when they do that. What else is there? Okay, so God of War 5, we know we're going to go down the Ragnarok storyline, which is going to be very interesting with 4 and all the rest of it. So yeah, that's very intriguing. Again, we know that's coming. It's obviously going to happen. Spider-Man 2, Sony, again, these are the three obvious ones. GTA 6, God of War, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 has actually been bought by Sony now, so they've actually, Insomniac Games, I think they own them, so now that game is never coming to Xbox unless PS4 want that to happen, which they don't, or Sony, so they just keep Spider-Man on the PlayStation for forever kind of thing. They own the company now, it's their right to do that. So I feel that Spider-Man 2 is coming, God of War 5, and GTA 6, the obvious. Now I've got the obvious ones out of my list. I'm going to go down a couple of ones that I would like to see and speculate. So first and foremost, Knack 3. I would like to see Knack 3 jump on the PS5. It's an interesting game. I like it. It's a platformer. It's a fun game. Story-wise, it was great the first one. The second one wasn't that good. Really poor. I just thought it was shit, lazy writing. I didn't like it for that reason. I hope that they come up with a better story in the third one. If they come up with a third game, I don't know what they can do different with it. But at the same time, I would like to see Knack, because it is a fun game, and it's a niche. I don't know, it's something different that I play or have played, so I don't mind seeing a third version of that on the PlayStation 5. Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot, of course, for a long time, for me, was an absolute icon, the platforming dude or game that I always played as a kid on the PS2. PS3 generation, they totally cut him out. Naughty Dog did really bad there, I feel, and it disappointed me to not get him on the PlayStation 3, just because he's that such of an icon. He's like Mario for Nintendo, for me anyway, at least. Other people will say Spyro and whatever else, and I get, you'll have your favourites for that kind of game, or Yoshi, is it Yoshi? I don't know, that little crocodile thing or whatever, dinosaur, I don't know. But yeah, so I love Crash Bandicoot, and they did do a remake, an entire teardown and absolute remake of the Crash Bandicoot games and put them on the PS4. I ain't played it, and I probably don't want to go back to that niche, but I would not be surprised, or I would like to see that iconic character come back in a big way on the PlayStation 5, see what they can do with it, new story, new characters, whatever. That'd be kind of awesome. But whatever, again, we're speculating here about what I would like to see, or what they might be coming out with. It'd be interesting. Okay, so we talked about GTA 6, which we know is coming, and I'll stick with Rockstar for a bit and go Bully 2. Bully is actually, an old game, a PS2 classic. I've got it on my channel if you want to check that out. Go down to completed playthroughs. And it's a fun-ass game. And there's a cult following of it. It's from Rockstar, so it's not a shit game, you know what I mean? Just they got the credibility of their name. They were supposed to be coming out in 2010 or 11, 12, I think. And then plans got scrapped for it. They had a story, or they were going to have him in college or high school or whatever, and do whatever there, and it never came to fruition. They took those people who were on that project and moved them to GTA at the time, and they haven't gone back to it. So I feel that's kind of annoying or disappointing. But hopefully they're working on something like that. Maybe that's their next project, and that will hit the PS4 in that first PS5 in the first year. That would be awesome, and they could also put that on the PS4, so then it hits two markets, and then they start working on the GTA 6. Or maybe they're such a big company. Well, they are a big company. They're already working on GTA 6. Maybe they've got two teams doing that. That would be kind of cool as well if they did that. Or maybe if they push out the... remember, they got a year for GTA 6. So if they work on GTA 6 for a year, and then next year, the year after, they actually push it out. That's 2 years into the console cycle. And then they start working on Bully. Who knows? I don't know. That's just speculation there on my part. I would like to see that happen. A Bully 2 on the PS5. Because it is a good game. What else we got here? I would like to have them have a new Near Automata, a very interesting world. I forget who makes it now, actually. It's a game I never ever played. That type of game I've never played before, really. Or it's not something I usually pick up. I think the closest I've played is like Devil May Cry, hack and slash and stuff like that. Near Automata was such an interesting world, and man, I can't even remember the bloody story of it now. Actually, it weren't that it weren't good. It was fantastic, but all I can remember about that is boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. Man, I've never played a game like that before. It was like, or in a long time, it was fucking hectic. And I was worried I wouldn't be able to complete it. And I did. It was a fantastic game, masterpiece, beautiful music, great characters, great graphics, and I'd love to explore that world even more. But yeah, so I would like to see Nier Automata 2 come out. At the end, I'm not too sure what it would be about though. But again, I'd like to explore that world even more. Um, Next up, I haven't played the first one yet, so bit hypocritical here. Cuphead 2. I want to play Cuphead. I haven't gotten around to it, but Cuphead 2 with that nice, interesting art style. Again, I know a lot of people rage at the game, but yeah, I'd definitely like to see Cuphead 2, see where they go with that. New bosses, new story, new characters, whatever. That'd be interesting to see, even if it is just an Xbox. Oh no, it's an Xbox exclusive, isn't it? But I would like to see Cuphead this generation. Sorry, so maybe that shouldn't be on this list. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. I wouldn't mind seeing that either way. What else do I want to see? I would like to see, maybe I haven't played the other one either. A new Alien game. So you had Aliens, Colonel Marines, I think it was. I think that's the name of it. I'm not too sure. No, Alien Isolation, which was a horror. The Colonel Marines was a piece of shit, and a lot of people hated on it. But Isolation, the horror game, the horror version of Aliens, which is available on Xbox. I think it's on PS5 or 4 as well. So I would like to see a new Aliens game. That'd be kind of interesting. I haven't delved into that one myself just yet. Obviously, you know, Resident Evil 6 is coming. I mean, 7 or 8 or whatever is coming onto a PS5. So that'd be interesting to see what graphically they can do there with them. But again, I haven't mentioned Resident Evil because that's an obvious one that's going to come out. So yeah, bit of a screw up here with Cuphead 2 being on here because I think it's an Xbox exclusive. But whatever. A new Alien game again would be interesting. A new Batman game. I would definitely love to see a new Batman game on the PS5. Be fantastic from Rocksteady. See what they do with that. Assuming they still got the license and they're able to do that, that would be awesome. I don't know where they would take the story or what else they would do with it. But again, I'd love to see Batman on the PlayStation 5 doing his thing. What else have I got written down here? Also, I've got to get into the series as well. I'd like to see a new Bioshock as well for the PS5. New interesting story there in that universe. I have only played, I think I played the third one on PS3 and I enjoyed it. Now my friend fucking hates me for saying that. He's like, that's outrageous, how can you say you enjoyed that game? I said, dude, it's the only one I've played and I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to playing the others, you know what I mean? He's like, the first one's the best, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, whatever. So yeah, I'd definitely like to see a new one in the PS5. Next up, I was thinking about some more PS2 remakes or even just totally new games. So the next one I'm going to talk about is a Time Splitters 2 remake or a third one. That would be totally awesome. Wacky, zany characters, funny writing, great writing, tons of different weapons. Well, I felt there was a lot of weapons at the time. A great multiplayer game as well that could even, I want to say compete with Borderlands because it reminds me of that, like kind of interesting weapons, wacky characters, but at the same time I don't think it's coming back or whatever. But I'd like to see a remake or at least a third game come to the PS5 if that studio gets up and running. Or did they, I think the studio got shut down or something, or they got bought. Someone owns the license to that, I can't remember who, and but nothing seems to have been said or anything about it. But that would be totally awesome if they came out with a Time Splitters 2 remake or a third game in itself. I would definitely pick that up. Next up on remakes, or not, yeah, remakes, or even a fourth game, and that is Dead Space. I played Dead Space 1 to 3. Fantastic game, enjoyed it. I'm not really a horror fan. I didn't do it on YouTube. I didn't have YouTube back then, at least I don't think I did. I think I just played it multiplayer with my friend. I think the last two were co-op. Very scary game, or I found it kind of scary. Got desensitized to it like you do in everything over a period of time. But it was still a fun-ass game to play, and I enjoyed it. So I'd like to see them remade, or I'd like to see a fourth game. Imagine what they could do shitting you up in Dead Space 4 on the PS5. That'd be totally cool. Next up, I think Mass Effect. My friend wanted to put on there. Now, funny enough, I'm not a Mass Effect fan. I played some of the first one. I thought it was so long and boring and shit. But that was my opinion, right? It's not my type of game. And obviously the third one, Andromeda, was shit. We heard all the reviews and the ending and all this, that, and the other. But I always said that it wouldn't surprise me if they made another one. They said they weren't. But then I found out that there is a studio, or part of a studio that made the game is in another country. I'm not too sure if it's in China, Japan, or Taiwan. Somewhere weird, some weird country. I don't know, a niche country, a weird country. Where they're actually part of that company is actually making another Mass Effect. So Mass Effect is coming. I've heard. Don't know when though. And possibly at this point, I've got to say for the PS5, 100%. But who knows when that's coming out? I don't know. Next up, hold on, how many games we got left here? I got not a lot actually. Only 2 games. The next 2 games that I'm going to say I want to come out is a new South Park game. That'd be interesting to cover whatever series or seasons they're doing. We've had one for the PS3, and I think it came to PS4. Now we've got one for the PS4 in South Park, the game. What was it? A Fractured Butthole for the PlayStation 4. I would love to see a South Park game coming out for the PS5. And you can wait a year or two because it's simple to make in respects to graphics and everything. It's not like you're working on a new engine or something, and if you're going to stick to the same kind of gameplay, it's going to be very simplistic. You just have to come up with that story, that writing, and put the characters in, and it can follow the seasons gone by, so you can have a lot more content to do and come up with a core concept of it, and it can go anywhere because it's animated, and they can do whatever they want. They did Stick of Truth, the Fractured Butthole, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But again, I would like to see that, and that would be a once in a console generation thing where we see one of those games per generation. That'd be kind of awesome. Right, we're 17 minutes into this video, so my bad, it's gone a little bit longer. But the last game I want to say definitely got to come out, or I will want to come out, and that is Monster Hunter 2. Oh my god, Iceborne is out. I haven't played it just yet. It cost 50 quid to put on there. My friend said it's definitely worth it. You know, Chaos, who helped me in some of those videos, beating monsters and stuff. But I will be playing that at some point. But yeah, Monster Hunter 2, think what they could do with that on the PS5. Holy shit, Monsters Unleashed. That will be absolutely incredible. Wow, it would be phenomenal to see what they do there. Very much enjoyed the game. Started off as a noob, and I slowly progressed, and I got to the, I'm not going to say the highest rank. I don't think that was it at all. I think I got to rank 67 or something, or maybe 70. But I completed the game. I very much enjoyed it, and will be playing the DLC at some point as well. Like I said, sorry about the Cuphead one. I totally misplaced that in the top of my head. I remember now. It's an Xbox exclusive, I think. Yeah, it is. But other than that, guys, definitely want to play that either way. Other than that, guys, I got nothing else to say or to add to that, really. I know there's a ton of games I've probably missed. You know, like I said, Diablo. Again, I'm not into it though, so I don't really care for it. But I know that you guys would want to see that. You know, Final Fantasy. Some are obvious, like we know Assassin's Creed's coming. Call of Duty, Battlefield. That's a given. But anyway, guys, hold on. Let's have a look here. If I look here to my right, I haven't really got any unique games. They're all Last of Us, Uncharted, FIFA, Assassin's Creed. We already know about those. Nah. But I'll tell you one thing I will add on to it though, is that I am interested to see what the company who made Detroit Become Human, what the hell their name? Oh man, I can't. Quantum Dream. I cannot wait to see what they do with this next generation of consoles. If you look back at their Fahrenheit on the PS2, which was fantastic, a masterpiece in my opinion, brilliant, scary, freaky, unique. Then they had Heavy Rain. Then they got Detroit Become no, they got Beyond Two Souls, which is a bit boring I feel overall. But the last game was Detroit Become Human, which I've got to play as well. But I wonder what they could do with all that. I know it's so easy like choice-based game, but imagine what they could do graphically and the interesting stories they could tell on the PS5. That would be awesome as well. So I can't wait to see what they come up with in the near future. Having said that, guys, the future for gaming looks bright with, and it's going to get more interesting. Xbox has got a whole new bunch of studios that are going to be exclusive for them, so they're going to be really competing with Sony this year, and whatever else. Anyway, guys, in the next video, the update video, I'll be talking about what my plans are for the PS5, because I am planning on picking one up, etc. And I'll go into that into a little bit more detail. This video's gone on for long enough. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little segment. Let me know in the comment sections what you would like to see on the PS5. I know I've missed out a hell of a lot, but some games are more important to me than they are to you, and vice versa. So, you know what I mean, what you really want to see, I might be like, meh, I don't care for it. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links are in the description below. Buy some merchandise. Donate to me via PayPal. It's very much appreciated. It gets reinvested all back into the channel. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.